let's head to MAGA coping. It's that time of the stream where we're gonna go ahead and look at some of the MAGA people coping with their nonsense. It's now the 18th of January. We're but 2 days away from Biden getting inaugurated as president of the United States. Let's see how they're doing. My guess is going to be bad. And we might take a look at some of the Donald.win stuff too. The Democrat Party today announced, by the way, they also, this is the thing right-wingers do, they'll call the Democratic Party the Democrat Party because I think they think it makes it sound worse to say Democrat rather than Democratic. Find that interesting. The Democrat Party today announced that it is changing its symbol from the donkey to a condom because it more accurately reflects the party's political stance. A condom allows for inflation, halts production, destroys the next generation, protects a bunch of dicks, and gives you a sense of security while you're actually being screwed. This meme coming to your uncle's Facebook feed very soon. It had the like, JPEG artifacting and everything pre-baked in. Very nice. I am sick of Congress. I am sick of the Senate. I say dismantle it all. I'm ready for a monarchy. I say King Trump, eat that, Twitter. Hashtag long live the king. We're fighting for our right to live, to exist. Should we lose on election day, although she said loose. Should we loose on election day, we will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. November 3rd, we fight for our independence. How'd that work out for you?
Right.
He won. If he lost, he lost, but he didn't lose.
Right.
He won.
Hold on, let me double check for this lady. Let's see. Biden got 306 electoral votes. Donald Trump got 232. Now, both these numbers have threes in them, but Biden's 3 is in the hundreds place, and Trump's 3 is in the tens place. In the hundreds place in Donald Trump, you have a 2, which is less than a 3. I think Joe Biden won the election.
How far are you willing to take it to make sure that he stays in office?
What do you think?
Yeah, by all means,
Oh, that poor dog! Oh, no! Someone save that dog. Something is definitely brewing, I'm just not sure what exactly. I'm hearing in the US military have already sworn in the president, that's not how it works. You can't just swear in, that's not how that works. I'm hearing in the US military have already sworn in the president. The arrests have been made and they're preparing just in case riots or anything happen when Donald Trump makes the announcement of all the either executions and arrests have been made. January 21st is the day. Yikes, these people want the day of the rope real bad. That's not good. He effed us all, my friends are laughing right now. My daughter thinks I'm a nutcase. I've lost my business, then I lost my job, all in the pursuit of freedom and supporting this man. He bailed on us all at the very most important time in our history. This is far from over. He did not concede, did not acknowledge Biden and said transition of power, not transfer of power. What those would be in this context synonyms. It's just wordplay. Just be patient. Things are coming out soon. And as we all know, Donald Trump is a master orator who just knows how to do wordplay like the best of them.
And whether you like him or not, he said no. Everybody loves King because King is an honest man. Even if you disagree with his tactic, even if you disagree with his strategy, you must respect the man whose actions conforms to his words. And whether you like him or not, he said nonviolence, he was in the front lines, Jack. He said nonviolence, he was the first to go to jail. He said nonviolence, he was the first to be whooped. Therefore, you have to respect this man even if you don't like him. I know many...
It's a little quiet. Kind of hard to hear. Can the forces unleashed by Trump's big election lie be undone? This person says, it's not a lie. The lie comes from the Democrats. They plotted and schemed since day one of Trump's election. They used the Nazi MO. Tell a lie long enough and enough times and the small-minded will believe it. Oh, God. Irony is dead, and the right have killed it. They beat it to death with a fire extinguisher. 4chan post. I worked at a mid-sized TV station. We just had a visit from the FCC along with 2 people with badges. I didn't get close enough to see what agency they were with. You just said they're from the FCC. We've been told to prepare for all our programming to be preempted from 8 a.m. Wednesday for up to 72 hours. They told my boss he can be held criminally liable if he doesn't allow their feed to air. He was almost in tears saying, I've never seen anything like this after 30 years in the business. They scared the S out of him and the district manager. If you can trust anyone, it's 4chan. It's definitely not a bunch of losers in their basements shit posting. Sean Hannity tweeting, did Olive Garden revoke my lifetime pasta pass? I respond tonight. I will repeat, Olive Garden, give me a lifetime pasta pass. I will eat pasta on stream every day for the rest of my life, okay? It won't be a very long life because of the amount of carbs I'll be consuming, but nonetheless, I will do it, okay? Is anyone a lawyer on here? I want to know if I can sue Don Lemon and CNN for defamation for saying me and 75 million Americans are racist and KKK. No, you can't. I'm not even a lawyer, and I can tell you that's not the case. FYI, the post office is closed on Sunday and Monday this week because of the MLK holiday, so all book orders this weekend and Monday will ship Tuesday. It's closed because USPS is restructuring to prepare for JFK Jr. to take over as Postmaster General. Then all the mail-in ballots will be considered void due to improper postage. After that, USPS will mail instructions to select conservative influencers for the next move. Wow, this guy's just straight up being like, man, I hope JFK Jr. comes back from the dead to install a dictatorship. That'd be great. Breaking, Biden to cancel Keystone XL pipeline permit on first day in office. They have to open their human trafficking routes back up. Can't do that if they're building a pipeline on it. Do they think children are trafficked via pipeline? Why would... That's not how children are trafficked. They don't... What? Pelosi, the criminal, used PLA and CCP personnel to control Washington, D.C. What? Oh, are they saying that because some of the U.S. soldiers here happen to be Asian? Jesus Christ, these people are racist. As if there aren't Asian Americans, and as if there aren't Asian Americans in the military? What assholes. Jesus Christ. 100 million vaccinations in 100 days. The jabber-in-chief. Ben Garrison. If Ben Garrison's career could end after, you know, the 20th, that'd be great. That'd be fantastic. Sidney Powell and General Flynn, and Trump is the son, and Obama, Comey, all these people are up a tree, and they have a dog named Justice, who has a pearl necklace? Okay. Jesus Christ. Never Trump evangelicals must be celebrating the news that Biden is going to worship at the feet of transgender activists. You got what you wanted, woke Christians. I'm still waiting for Joe Biden to come and worship at my feet. Yeah, let's do that. That's got to be worth some money on OnlyFans. Joe Biden worships trans feet for 30 minutes. $100 for the video. Okay. Crenshaw says proxy voting is cowardly, period. Via proxy, Crenshaw votes no on impeachment. Funny how that works, huh? Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. Weak men create hard times. Okay, let's go through this. So he's saying hard times create strong men, eliciting the imagery of World War II. Strong men create good times, signaling the sort of baby boomer 50s, 60s era when segregation was in full swing. And you had to live in nuclear families, get married, have children. No one really had freedom to do what they wanted. Good times create weak men. Their example of a weak man is Bernie Sanders at a civil rights rally getting arrested by the police. He was fighting for the rights of his fellow Americans, you dicks. And then apparently, as a result of people like Bernie Sanders fighting for civil rights, 9/11 happened. No? That's not why 9/11 happened. Jesus Christ. Gab.com posts, "Take back what was taken from us." And it's a picture of a white, suburban, nuclear, two-child family from the 1950s or 60s. Guys, no one cares. Go have kids. Get married. No one gives a shit. No one's taking anything away from you. Jesus Christ. This one I'm pretty sure is a 4chan shit post, but I find it funny, so I'm gonna read it anyway. Joe Biden has been arrested. The deep state is in disarray and has struck a deal with the Trump administration. There will be an experimental surgery that will exchange the faces of Biden and Trump. So when you watch Biden's inauguration, you will really be watching Trump being sworn in for a second term. And when you're watching the Trump trials, that's really Biden paying for his crimes. Also, when Trump, as Biden, stammers or slurs his words, that's because Trump is still learning to duplicate his speech patterns. Fighting Donald Trump's, or fighting Donald's fight song. What is this sung to the tune of? What should I sing this to the tune of? I'll just make one up. Working for Americans, we deeply care. Patriots, long red ties, beautiful yellow hair. Make America great is our battle cry. Fighting Donald keeps promises, we soar on high. Fight, 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 winning, winning, winning. Vote GOP, this is just the beginning. Fight, win, hoorah for the fighting Donalds. Sure, that works. Who writes this shit? This is from the conservative subreddit. That's the way commies attack their opponents. Don't worry, in America 2.0, the new freedom release, the commies will be gone. What's the new freedom release? Do tell. Oh, the coming new age of freedom, when the sane America rejects all the poisonous leftism. Watch after Biden and company and Coase atrocities against Americanism. Cause a massive and decisive revolt and rejection of that sick ideology and that un-Americanism of the leftists. We see the abandonment of free speech on various companies who hope to be cronies to the leftist. Those betrayers won't even exist in the coming times. This feels a little, again, Day of the Rope to me. I think they want Day of the Rope. Day of the Rope is bad, if you don't know. Oh no. As President-elect Joe Biden's inauguration nears, officials have boosted the number of National Guard members deployed to Washington, D.C. to 25,000, an increase of 25%. This person comments, "What, they gonna shoot the federal marshals when they come to arrest him and the other communist?" Or, alternative theory, a bunch of right-wing terrorists broke into the Capitol building the other day, and they need to protect the president-elect from being
nothing funny
assassinated
about the tools
by
of
idiots who
capitalism.
get their information and news from their Facebook feeds. Joe M. at Storm is Upon Us tweets, "Friends, I have to go dark for a little while. This is literally the definition of precipice. If there ever was one, next week, either Q turns out to be an elaborate, well-intentioned hoax promising a level of control that Patriots never had, or we're all about to watch the Red Sea part and the unfolding of a new biblical-level chapter in human civilization. I believe it is the second one, because everything I have studied for the past 3 years points to the certainty of light overcoming dark. Remain strong in your faith that God wins, and get ready for the world to change forever." So this QAnon poster, he's not QAnon, but he posts QAnon stuff, is dipping out because they know that when the 20th comes and goes and Biden gets inaugurated, I bet a lot of his fans are going to be mad.
I'm always curious what exactly conservatives mean when they say they love America, because you hate most of the people who live here, you hate the civil liberties afforded by the Constitution, you hate the separation of church and state, you might claim to love its economy, but you hate all of the states that make up the largest parts of it, you hate the government, you hate people who are anti-government, you hate the rich because you think they're part of a conspiracy to fuck your kids, you hate the poor because you think they're lazy, you hate this country's natural beauty because it gets in the way of industry, you hate industry because it keeps giving jobs away to immigrants, you hate immigrants for taking things you feel entitled to, you hate liberals because you feel like they're too entitled, you hate government interference for getting in the way of big business, you hate big business for being too globalized, you hate globalism for taking jobs away from American workers, you hate American workers for unionizing and demanding better jobs. When you say you love America, what aspect of America are you actually talking about? I'm always...
Fair point. Oh, this is great. Joe Biden. This post makes Joe Biden look so much cooler than real Joe Biden. Joe Biden, God killer. I'm getting warm. And apparently he's killing God with Hillary Clinton, Obama, Sanders, and Pelosi. Good luck. Oh, this is a conspiracy theory. Did you guys hear about this? I'm gonna start I'm gonna start moving hats because I am starting to get a headache. I'll go down to the fancy hats for now. Whew, that really screwed. Oh, hat hair immediately. Yikes. Yeah, this is some QAnon BS. This is Pelosi yesterday from her photo op after impeaching Trump. The interesting part is members of Congress don't get Secret Service details. Think about that for a moment. If you zoomed in closely, you can see that there are U.S. Marshals. Anyone care to guess why they're all female? When you are under arrest with 24-hour supervision and are female, they don't put a man on your details. These cops literally watch her take a dump 2 times a day and watch her get dressed to make sure she isn't hiding a weapon. Nancy Pelosi is 100% under arrest. Enjoy the show! No, she's not under arrest. She has guards because there were people plotting to murder her the other day. They broke into the Capitol building and planned to kill her. Here's a post from the Donald that says, "Listen up, F-slurs. It doesn't matter what the morons say. We won fair and square bigly, and it's time to get ready to celebrate the election win of our leader. Let's roll!" And then it's a video of Trump dancing to the YMCA song. Why do they like YMCA so much? Do they know the song YMCA is about hooking up with dudes at the gym? Do they not know that the Village People are like super gay and their entire thing is writing songs that are double entendre? Like, that's the whole... Go West is about, you know, manifest destiny and also moving to San Francisco to be openly gay. Like these songs are... they're usually about 2 things. The YMCA is about, oh, the YMCA, and also banging dudes at the YMCA. Which is fine, do that. Young man, there's no need to feel down. I said, young man, Get yourself off the ground. I said, young man, when you need in a town, there's no need to be unhappy. Doon, 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 doon. Yeah, I don't... why did YMCA get so popular at weddings? It's a song about fucking dudes at the gym! Like, I love YMCA, and I love the Village People. I love that shit, but... you know... why did it... I don't know. Just weird. Not gay weddings. My family played YMCA at their various wedding functions. It's just common, you know? The economy is doing great, but if Joe Ho gets in, the whole country will fall. Jesus Christ.
Order.
Oh yeah, that guy burns his Trump flag. That's nice. If you can't earn $15 an hour, maybe you shouldn't be employed, says Ian Miles Chong. If you can't afford to pay your employees a living wage, maybe you can't afford to be in business. Oh, God. Okay, so they're using the, Tiananmen Square picture, and Trump is the guy who gets run over by the tank, and the tanks are Twitter, Facebook, CNN, DC Swamp, liberals, global elites, Hollywood, pedophile rings, Wall Street, Black Lives Matter, H10 spies, China, Russia, Iran, GOP elites, and the DNC. I think it sounds like MAGA people just hate most people in the country. Because this group is... you're describing most of the people in the country. Kevin Sorbo, Hercules, says, President Trump, declassify everything. The American people deserve to know. What does he want him to declassify? Liberty Hangout says, I'm starting to think Trump's border wall was a mistake on account of the fact that we might have to flee the country soon. I very much doubt Liberty Hangout would try and flee to Mexico. Liberty Hangout's racist. They don't want to be around non-white people. Just to clarify, you actually think Trump is going to be president after the 20th? You fully believe that? I believe Q is JFK Jr., and when that is revealed, the inauguration will not take place. The Constitution actually says that. It says, and if JFK Jr. rises from the grave, you can't inaugurate the president. A review of the Dominion voting systems will occur, which, funnily enough, even left-leaning mainstream media outlets loved to talk about for years until it was used in the US. So I'm crazy, right? Take a bet, then. Man, that's an interesting outlook you have on things. Okay, then, have a good day. Yeah. Oh, no. That's a poor haircut choice. Biden will never be given the nuclear codes or keys to the White House. I don't think the president gets keys to the White House. I think they just, you know, they let the president in. Breaking: Biden inauguration will be a mass arrest event. Sources tell me Space Force will cut... Oh, we read this at some point. Space Force will cut the feed. Of course it's Space Force, because it's one of the few things they know about Trump's presidency. The guy who flew a Confederate flag in the Capitol predictably surrendered. Nice. Tosha, I have cried for days This shit will come back on them. Illegals will be flooding our streets. Never thought America be so stupid. Boy, was I wrong. I love you. Help me hang in there, 'cause I need you to love you, mama. God, they're not the best at talking, are they? It's probably why they like Trump. Nazis used to call it control of information. Today they call it fact-checking. Checking if I'm saying correct things is literally the same as Nazism. Nick Fuentes says America first, more like America worst, because this place sucks. Okay, let's see what the Donald.win is doing. I'm gonna have to turn this off for a second, the share screen, just because you never know when some slurs are gonna come up on the Donald.win, but I'll read you some interesting snippets. It's loading. Their servers must be effed right now or something. This is about, of course, Trump losing. This person says, "It may seem like you have no chance. It may seem like it's over. Never ever quit." Oh. This person says, "Only after we dropped 2 nukes on China." What? Do they not know that we nuked Japan and not China in World War II? What? Yes, fellow peds, with just a few minutes in new, you too can do your part. Deport away. Would you like to know more? Service guarantees citizenship. Do they understand that Starship Troopers is parodying and it's a satire of fascism? You're not supposed to like it. You're not supposed to be like, yay, fascism. You're supposed to see the absurdity of fascism and how it uses people and chews them up and spits them out with no regard for their personhood. God. Economic warfare, peds. Look what we did to Fox. Look what we are doing to Twitter. Over the next 4 years, we need to fight the communists with our dollars, then get our voting machines fixed. Yes, renowned communists, Fox News, and Twitter, a multi-billion-dollar public corporation. Imagine still wanting to vote count using machines after this shit show. Can't fix stupid. 75 million people. That's a huge country on its own. Double the size of Canada, larger than Spain, and I believe most European countries. Probably on its own a large enough economy. You'd have an economy entirely based on dead industries like coal mining. Good luck. They have a post of Martin Luther posting his grievances with the Catholic Church. And the text says, hear ye, it shall be posted and heeded. Peds, do not rally at this time. You will be used as targets for the FBI and Antifa games, enabling the media and the DNC to come after us and our families. The comments say, do we stay home forever? Wait for them to finish consolidating power and then ship us off to camps? At what point are we allowed to exercise our rights again? Never? Well, after the 20th, things change, obviously. Why? The threat of false flags isn't going away, and the media won't suddenly start reporting honestly. I don't really disagree with waiting out the inauguration, but I also don't see how it's going to be any better. Do you think once our opponents have total control, they'll loosen the thumbscrews and let us go outside again? Most places in the US you can go outside right now, but if you can't, it's because we have COVID restrictions. There's a global pandemic going on, and the things you want to do, like breaking into the Capitol building, were never supposed to be allowed. They broke the law. How? What are we going to do to change? Start rallying? Start the MAGA party? Genuinely curious, and not in an accusing or bitching way, but how do things all of a sudden change after the 20th? What are people going to start doing then that they're not doing now? What leader is there to rally around? Who will rally people to get involved politically? Yes, things will change. They will get much worse. Unfortunately, that is always the catalyst. As bad as things have become for us, and I won't pretend, it's terrible for a lot of people, things are still too good. Too many people still have too much to lose. The American Revolution was somewhat of a historical aberration. People generally need to have absolutely nothing in order to affect the kind of change that we need to. Wowzers. No, that is not the plan. If things go badly this week, things will become apparent and you will know what to do. Prep homework, read Thomas Paine, Thomas Jefferson, and Ben Franklin for instructions. Yikes. A fun game to do to all the posters telling you to stay on your knees and stay quiet is to ask them, when is the right time to stand for ourselves? When? They never answer. There's a massive disinfo campaign happening on this site. I wish more people could see it. So people telling you not to riot are FBI agents, I guess. Yikerinos. Has any elected Republican spoken out about the illegal and outrageous vetting of National Guard for conservative sentiments? This is a massive violation of the civil rights of our troops, and no one is standing up for them. For those who don't know what that's about, the National Guard that are at the Capitol right now were vetted for extremism, basically, so they don't have crazy MAGA people protecting Biden. And that's apparently a civil rights infraction. It's not. Yikes! I just gotta show you this one. Denying the Holocaust threatens democracy, so does denying the election results. And then the top comment is someone saying, when libs post shit like this, I kinda wanna start denying the Holocaust. Something tells me that guy liked to deny the Holocaust already. Jesus Christ. And yep, the thread has a bunch of people denying the Holocaust. Yikes. Wow. Eee. Ah. Ooh, I can't read any of this. This is terrible. Oh, God. Yikes. They're sending people to a subreddit that's about, not subreddit, a .win thing that's involves Holocaust denial. Eee. Yike. Okay, I gotta get out of this thread. That's a hole I don't want to go down. There's a bunch of Holocaust deniers on the Donald.win. I'm shocked. I'm not shocked. I'm not linking that to you guys. Absolutely not. You can go find it yourself if you want. Okay, that's MAGA cope for the day, so... So let's move on to the next thing.